I'd seen him once before, at that dinner, the watcher guy, the quiet bisexual, or at least I assumed, out of boredom, or maybe just thought he was hot. Anyway, this time he was in the campaign room, not saying much, just observing again. Monty was leading some discussion, going over the policy write-up I helped him draft. Everyone seemed so impressed. I stayed quiet in the back, just watching. I can't fake it like that in front of others, you know. I blow up. Everyone pisses me off. That's when the watcher guy leaned over, close enough for me to feel his breath when he said, "You got a sharp tongue." Pause. Ever think about writing for someone bigger? I think he kind of smirked. It was weird. I didn't say anything, just left this silence hanging between us. And then he turned back to the room like nothing happened. Did this man just flirt with me? I honestly don't know, but I'm wondering if... should I flirt with him back? And I don't know, just see where this goes? I knew I shouldn't have stayed, but I did. Monty asked me to come by his place, said we could finalize the policy write-up together. I figured it'd be quick, whatever, so I said yeah and went after work. Monty's apartment was always very quiet, and he always had tea. He was sitting on the floor, back against the couch, printout in hand, reading it like it already belonged to him. He'd pause every now and then, asking, "Would you keep this part, or does this sound like me?" It was cute. He was actually getting into it. At one point, I got down next to him to look over his shoulder, and he didn't move. The room felt warmer all of a sudden. He read the last line and then just sat there for a bit, looking ahead. I turned to say something and he kissed me. It was quick, short, like an impulse, and the second it landed, he pulled back, eyes still close to mine, and said, "Too dangerous?" I didn't blink. Didn't move. I just smiled and said, "Too late." I thought we were just meeting to hang out, Trinity and I. Like usual, a couple of beers in the parking lot, complaining about our jobs, laughing at nothing. But tonight she brought this bag and she pulled out a small but heavy box. It was metal, all dented, bolted shut. She didn't really say anything, she just placed it next to me, and she didn't sit down, didn't smile, and that's when I realized this was serious. And then she said, "Listen, Nico, if anything ever happens to me, you burn this, okay?" Before I could even say anything, she just grabbed all her things and started walking away like, "What?" I called after her, and the only thing I could say was, "There's no key." She turned to me, shrugged, and just said, "Just break it," and continued to walk away. I shouldn't have clicked it, I know. I was just supposed to find an old speech, one of the governors from a few years ago. They'd given me a login, escorted me to this old computer booth at some municipal archive. They said the system was finicky, so I shouldn't touch anything I didn't need. Whatever. But then when I searched Casanova, I noticed something. There were subtags with first names. The governor had like 100 entries, Monte had a few, and oddly, Trinity had one. I hesitated, but I clicked it. The screen loaded a single video, time-stamped 5 years ago. In the video, she was sitting in what looked like a lab or some testing chamber or something. She was wearing a white coat, hands folded, sitting very proper in front of the camera, official, very, very deliberate. She said something like, "My name is Trinity Casanova, and I'm here to report initial findings." I had a weird feeling about this, and suddenly I wasn't so sure I wanted to know what she found. I wasn't ready for what the video revealed. Right after Trinity gave her intro, it cut to another shot. It was a static camera, low quality, very simple, the kind of feed used for record keeping, archiving, very much not publicity. It was a man, maybe in his early 20s. He sat on a cot in a bright white room, and he was answering questions, but I couldn't hear anything. The video was muted. He was just nodding, smiling faintly, and then he coughed, and coughed again, and again. He wiped his nose at one point, like it tickled, and blood came out, but no one ran in. He looked around, and in his eyes, he just had this look that was kind of giving like, is this supposed to be happening? He blinked and started wobbling a little. He tried to stand, and then he collapsed. And the footage just ended there, abruptly. I tried looking for more, but it was just that one file. I sat back, kinda nauseous. I think she was testing him. I think she was testing a drug or something.